All right, good morning. How are you doing? So, in today's teaching, we'll be looking at a quite different scenario, quite different matter, still on gold. The last time I used NAS 2, NAS 100 rather. So, this morning we'll be focusing on, because last module we discussed how to get bias, how to find our bias, which we said that the bias is the directional move of the market. Today module, which is module 2, will be looking into a different matter, and that matter is sessions. So sessions is very important because if you paid attention very well in the last module, I made mention of the fact that yes, you know your bias, yes, you know you have to keep buying, you know the direction, that is time is a buying season. Let me just put it that way. You know it's a buying season, but you do not know where to buy or the particular place to sell. It is okay to know that everybody is supposed to be buying pepper now, that there is money, that there is going to be a promised gain in buying pepper now at large quantity. That over, let's say you have analyzed and seen that pepper is going to be in an uptrend, so you think it's a buying season. But mind you should also understand that you cannot just buy it at any amount. You have to calm down to know the perfect place to buy it, so that you can, buy, so that you can be at a more advantageous place. So let me explain what I mean with a more graphical explanation. So for example, this is let's say this is a line chart, and don't worry, this is not a graph, just follow me. I will explain something better. So let's say we have this, hold on, and this is, let's say, well, so put the text as, let's say, $50. I don't think there's a naira symbol in the laptop or in the computer. If not, I should have put a naira symbol. So let's just say what we are trying to buy is an iPhone, all right? And now this one we see it as $100, or let's say 110. Let's do it at 100. Just follow me so you can understand what I'm saying. Then this place, we see it at, let's just say somewhere here, we see it at, let's say $30. $30. So what you should notice here right now is that, beautifully enough, we can see that there are 3 cadres here, and these are all the prices of an iPhone. But you should understand one thing, that we know that we are in an uptrend. We know that if you buy an iPhone now to be precise, you know that you are going to likely expect a good profitable move, right? You know, is this not the time to be selling your iPhone? This is the time to be buying. All right, that's good. But I would like you to understand that the person that bought at $100, let's say it's one particular iPhone, let's just say an iPhone XR. The person that bought at $100 is quite different from the person that bought at $50. The person that bought, maybe that calmed down to say, okay, wait, let the markets actually maybe touch here. Hold on. Maybe touch here. All right. Oh, hold on. That's not a better explanation. Let the market, just follow me. Let the market touch here. Instead of me to buy at 100, let the market at least touch the 50, or someone might even say the 30. So this now brings us to the understanding that it is not just about buying, it is about knowing where to buy. So that is what this module will begin to introduce us into, so that we can know where to buy and not just what to do. What to do involves, are we buying or selling, the direction to take. Where to buy involves the place, the most, maybe not the most profitable place, because certain times people mark out a place to buy or sell, and the painful reality of it is that the price does not touch you get to see what I'm saying anyways. The price does not touch their point of purchase, or their target point. So that kind of thing is also very painful. So it is not, you're not necessarily going to be, for example, I'm in plain point, I'm saying that you might not necessarily buy at $30, but you can at least buy at $50, and it's better than the $100. And sometimes you can just buy at the $100, it's better than the $50. This old science, or this old teaching, is to make you know where to buy from, whether it is 100 at that time, whether it is 50 at that time, and whether it's 30 at that time. I think how I should put this is that an iPhone XR might never touch $10. So you putting your hope like to touch $10 is like you just waiting for an unrealistic profitable move. Is not possible for now. Do you get? Exactly. So that is that. I like us to understand what I'm saying is that you should buy at a more demanded zone, there's demand and supply, at a more discounted zone, yes, and sell at a more premium zone. Do you understand? So that is what I'm saying. Buy at a more discounted zone, sell at a more premium zone. But that does not mean that you'll be unrealistic with your buying or selling, having figured out your buyers, whether you are to buy or to sell. Am I making sense? All right. So now that we have rolled all that away, let's now go into what we have for today. Oh, that rhymes. All right. So today we have sessions, and you might be wondering, what exactly is a session? So basically, a session is a particular time range that is currently active. Yeah. So we have 3 types of session. We have the Tokyo session. Let's write this down. We have the Tokyo session. We have the New York session. And we have the London session. So basically, I would like you to just know that the Tokyo session is just the Asian guys. The New York is just the, more like the US, United States. And London session is like, as the name implies, London, same time with Nigerian. So it's just a matter of time factor. In Tokyo, I think they are ahead of, because just in case you are Nigerian and you're watching this video, in Tokyo, they are ahead of, or Asia, they're ahead of Nigeria, I think maybe about, is it 8 hours or 6 hours? But the idea is that when these guys are awake, we might be sleeping, all right? Because we are like the London session people. Yes, because the time is currently, 10, 11 o'clock, because this is UTC and London is UTC +1, and we are also UTC +1. So this is so Tokyo session by now, I won't say they might be sleeping. I think they might be in their afternoon or thereabout. So the time that is currently active is what we are looking ahead for. So the New York session is active when it is 6 o'clock. When it is 1 p.m. ish to I think to about 9 p.m. I think. But this is not for you to start cramming sessions. all you need in this teaching is just to know one session, which is the Tokyo session, and we have an indicator for that already. And there's the indicator. I have it on my favorite, but you go ahead and type sessions Los Algo. Yeah, sessions Los Algo. Then you click it, it's going to appear somewhat like this. Then you'll be able to see a whole lot of sessions, all right, that conforms to my definition. So for example, this is the London session starting from 7 o'clock our time, 7 o'clock UTC to 16 o'clock. New York starting from, all that information, you don't need it, all right? Just come here, let's edit all of this. Right, so let's just edit all of this. Switch off the New York, you don't need it. Switch off the London, you don't need it. Switch off the Sydney, you don't need it. And switch off the daily provider, you don't need it. What else don't you need? That's all. Every other thing you can leave it. So you can see that you have a very clear chart filled with just Tokyo sessions. All right, don't forget, all what we are still trying to do is to find where to buy. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. So now we have a beautiful chart of Tokyo sessions alone. So what are we going to do then? We are just basically going to now move into I think as that's all for sessions. What I'm about to say is a matter of module theory, which is order blocks. And I think I'll catch you in the next module so that we don't let everything be one after the other, all right? So that's, yeah. So anyways, that's that for that. Now that you know how to do sessions, the next module is dependent on your understanding of this module. So you just have to learn how to find how to map out your Tokyo sessions, and with the help of the indicator, that should be very, very easy. Yeah. So your Tokyo session, why, you might ask, why Tokyo session? Well, because Tokyo session is very inactive. Or I would not say, in my opinion, I won't say it's very inactive, but I think certain times it is just less volatile compared to the New York session. New York has to do with US, and this is gold spot against the US dollar. So during that US dollar, there will be high activity. There will be high activity when the New York guys are weak. We are ahead of New York guys, I think, by 6 hours. So therefore, they are like, this is their 4 a.m. currently, right? And banks open around 8 a.m. 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. So their 8 a.m. is going to be like our own 1 p.m. That is why their active session is 1 p.m. Are you following me? Exactly. So Tokyo session, when we are on 8 p.m., I think we are still going to be sleeping. Not I think, we are actually going to be sleeping by then, which has even passed already. Can you see, for like this is their last session, it has passed. We were just waking up and we can see their activity. So their activity was not much volatile. It was just like moving up and down. But it's not all the case all the time. Or anyways, like you can see here, the market did not just move up and down, it just moved up. All right. Yeah, it also just moved up. So I don't want to follow that school of thought that says that Tokyo session is very inactive. No, it's not. Anyway, so that's just for what you can see about the Tokyo session. All what you have to understand is that it is the session where which you want to use and find our order block that we can take trades from. That is very important for you to understand. And yeah, the assignment will be why the Tokyo session, and map out your Tokyo session on SPX 500. Thank you.